The year's 2015. The iPhone 6s released, Star Wars made a huge comeback, hoverboards and selfie sticks are all the craze, Snapchat introduced filters, and Mark Robinson in collaboration with Bruno Mars made the biggest song of the year. 2015 was a big year for music, but there's one piece of music that stands out from the rest, and that piece is Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. This album stands out because of its themes. The ideas that To Pimp a Butterfly bring to the table are depression, systemic and institutional discrimination, black culture, fame, wealth, self-reflection, and more. Combined with the use of jazz and funk, overall amazing production, the way the album was put together, and Kendrick's personal connection to these themes, these are the reasons why I believe Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the greatest albums of all time. Throughout the course of the album, many themes are presented. These themes include black identity and culture, social inequality and oppression, self-reflection and struggle for self-love, and fame, wealth, and the burden of influence. An example of one of these themes is when Kendrick uses Uncle Sam. Kendrick paints Uncle Sam as somebody who keeps black Americans trapped in a cycle of consumerism and debt. In the song Wesley's Theory, Kendrick says, "What do you want? A house or a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. Say my name is Uncle Sam. I'm your dog. You can live at the mall. I know you're kind. That's why I'm kind. Don't keep receipts. Oh man, that's fine. Pay me later. Wear those gators." This shows Uncle Sam saying, hey, it's fine if you don't pay me now. Just take a debt, get these flashy things now, and come back later and get trapped in this cycle of debt. Kendrick brings these problems to the public eye and brings light to problems that seem non-existent or problems of the past. This is important because there are real people who suffer from some of these themes, such as discrimination, depression, and struggling to love themselves, as well as some bad habits such as overconsumption and materialism, objectifying women, and killing or selling illicit substances, which is commonly promoted in the hip-hop community. Another way these themes are presented is through the title. The title is a metaphor for exploiting black culture. The title To Pimp a Butterfly is the idea of corporations exploiting black talent. The corporations are pimping out up-and-coming black stars in the industry. Presenting these themes that may not come across the minds of many Americans can help those who aren't presented with this problem understand what many black Americans go through every year, even though that there are some who may think after civil rights laws were passed, racism just disappeared. Kendrick also gives us insight onto how he himself was affected by some of these themes. This is represented through the transformation from a caterpillar to a cocoon to a butterfly. At first, the caterpillar is teased by Americans' capitalistic life through riches. This is demonstrated in the first 3 songs. Then the caterpillar starts to enter its cocoon, and the walls of the cocoon block the vision of what the caterpillar could be. This is represented in the next 5 songs. But in the song Alright, the caterpillar starts to see light. Then in the song after, the caterpillar starts fighting temptation by putting his faith in God. But in the song How Much a Dollar Costs, we see Kendrick have an interaction with the homeless man. The homeless man comes to him asking for $1, nothing more, nothing less. Kendrick, out of selfishness, refuses. The homeless man reveals himself to be God, testing Kendrick's faith. This is where we see Kendrick ask for forgiveness. That's when we see the caterpillar accept his wrongs and start to change his ways, revealing the butterfly. This metaphor helps us connect to the caterpillar and get invested in the story. The production is also a major reason why I believe this is one of the greatest albums of all time. The quality was nothing short of astonishing. Produced by major producers like Soundwave, Boy Wonder, Dr. Dre, and with producers such as Flying Lotus and Thundercat, the incorporation of jazz was enhanced. It was the first rap album since the 90s that incorporated not only jazz but funk into the sound, beautifully blending the two in hip-hop together. The album is made in a way that sounds ethereal, and although I just learned that word, I feel like that is the only way to describe the sound of the album. To Pimp a Butterfly stood out from a lot of the music released at the time. A lot of the music at the time was pop-oriented, but outside of the sound, it was the themes of the album that made it so special. Because of the album's themes, Kendrick's personal connection to the themes, and outstanding production, I can conclude that To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the greatest albums of all time. It pushed boundaries that albums even today don't push and is considered by many one of the greatest albums of all time. Thank you for your time. I spent a lot of my own time making this video and lost my mind in the process, so if you could, like would be appreciated. If I got something wrong, let me know, and I will link my sources down in the description. Thank you for your time, and have a good day. Why did I bow?